drawing from a spooky Sheffield maker shop. So I'm in here again, staffing, and got my sketchbook out as per usual. Enjoying trying to draw the people that I see outside. This is my very first page, and if you've never joined my channel before, hello, welcome. I'm Emma, I'm an illustrator living in Sheffield. And I often say about drawings that drawings are like pancakes, and when you try and draw something for the first few times, your hand-eye coordination is still trying to get in. What you're drawing isn't going to look like what you want to draw, really. And that's okay, because like when you're making pancakes, the first few pancakes don't really look like pancakes. You've got to wait for the pan to heat up properly. You might need to mix the mixture a little bit more. You might need to add a little bit more mixture. You need to get your eye in with that as well. So this is like my first page of sketches, and you can see how they've really kind of progressed. They're more consistent towards the bottom and they're less consistent at the top, because I was getting my eye in at the top. They were my first pancakes. So there you go. When you're drawing, make sure you get your pancakes, or your first pancakes, out of the way. Last time I was in the Sheffield maker shop, I asked you to ask me some questions, because it's nice to have a little bit of a chat in these sessions, because you don't just want to see a bad angle of me drawing people outside all day. So I put a shout out for some questions, and I got one. So the question is by Victoria, so thank you very much for asking the question. And the question is, have you ever been noticed by the people that you draw? And the answer is yes, oh yes. And my tip for drawing people is, if you get noticed, just look over their shoulder and pretend to keep on drawing, and then they'll think that you're just drawing past them. If you do make eye contact, just smile and then look over their shoulder and just carry on. It's not against the law to draw people. People might feel a bit uncomfortable with it. If you are very close to them, you will get noticed more. But like, I'm sitting here and you can't really see because it's overexposed, but there you go. People I'm drawing are all the way over there. They can't really see me. So if you can draw people that aren't right next to you on the table, next to you in the cafe or whatever, try that. Try and get a bit of distance between you, but obviously the further away people are, the more tricky it is. In one respect anyway. So it's trickier in one respect, but because they're further away, they're smaller, but also it's easier in another way, because you don't have all of that detail to play with. You might just be able to see the brief shape of their nose and 2 dots for their eyes, line for their mouth. It might free you up actually to have them that big rather than having them very close. But yeah, in answer to your question, yes, I have been noticed, and there are ways around it. My way is deception. So looking over their shoulder is my usual way of doing it. But if you are making people physically uncomfortable, visibly uncomfortable, maybe just kind of ease off for a while, draw something else. You turn the page and then you can always come back to it. If nothing else, it's a good way of getting your brain used to remembering the scene that you're trying to draw, training your brain to remember what you're drawing in case people move, or in case they get uncomfortable and ask you to stop or whatever. I've never been asked to stop drawing. Some people have noticed me drawing and I've made eye contact, smiled, looked over their shoulder and started drawing. But yeah, no one's ever asked me to stop. But obviously you don't want to make anyone uncomfortable. So if they are visibly uncomfortable, I'd recommend probably just turning the page, you're doing something else, and then seeing if you can finish the drawing by memory later on. Maybe. It's only a sketchbook. It's all about experimentation and training your brain and training your hand-eye coordination. So why not try and fill in the gaps later on? It's all good practice. Okay, someone's just bought something and it was in the window, so it obviously had a spider web on it because it had been in the window for more than 5 seconds. We're in the winter gardens here, so lots of insects and stuff. And it was one of those cute little jumping spiders. So I set it free outside, and then when the customer had left, I thought, why don't I have a look on the internet images if I can draw some very cute jumping spiders, because I know I've seen some very colourful and cute ones. So that's what I've done. Trigger warning if you don't like spiders, just fast forward 10 seconds because I'm going to show some photographs of them. And then I'll show you some of the drawings that I've done. So let me turn you around and show you the cute little spiders that I've drawn. Again, if you don't like even drawings of spiders, then just fast forward it 10 seconds. So this is what I've got. God, they're so cute. And it looks like they're pleading with their little pincery things. They look so eager to please. But I am going to leave it at 1 page because even though I'm not overly bothered about spiders now, I used to be when I was younger, and actually filling 1 page, it's silly, but I've got goosebumps. So it's good. I think it's good to push yourself out of your comfort zone, not just in terms of like, you know, drawing outside and all that kind of stuff, things that you're unfamiliar with, but also like the subject matter as well. So I know that those photos of spiders aren't going to hurt me, and actually in the UK you're very rarely going to get a spider that's going to cause you any problems. So sometimes it is good to explore subject matter that might give you the ick usually, because you know it's a safe space when you're drawing things off the internet. It's like an hour left in the shop. Might try and get a little bit more sketching done, but the people who are out there are few and far between now, so let's just see what we get done.